In the YouTube space, there are many flight reviewers. One of the bigger channels is Nonstop Dan, who has now posted over 700 videos and is fairly close to reaching 1 million subscribers. Dan's recent videos, however, have seemed to land him in some hot water with Kuwait Airways. What began as a dispute with the flight's purser led to a scolding by the pilot and airline management. This was followed by a talk with police. So, given the size of Nonstop Dan's audience and the size of our audience, and how our channel themes overlap considerably, there's a high chance that many of you watching are already familiar with what happened. It was late June, early July that Dan posted the 2 videos detailing his ordeal during a flight from Bangkok to Kuwait aboard a Boeing 777-300ER. Booked in first class, Dan explains in his video that he boarded first and filmed the cabin and product. With no other passengers on board for several minutes, he had the opportunity to film much of the cabin without any fellow travelers on board. Noticing Dan's movements, the flight purser approached and asked about the purpose of the recording, and then asked for details of his YouTube channel. All seemed okay from there, with the aircraft taking off and meal services taking place. But it was only as the aircraft approached its destination that the purser demanded that Dan delete everything he had filmed, as no prior permission was granted by the airline. The purser accused Dan of filming other passengers and that he had made other travelers feel uncomfortable. Dan then spoke to the woman who had complained and proceeded to resolve things, showing her that he had not filmed anyone. Dan suspects that the purser's aggressive demand was actually due to the fact that he observed the purser doing very little during the flight, while another crew member did all the work to prepare the premium class meals. We don't know for sure. Upon deplaning, Dan was held back and scolded by the pilot, who again accused him of filming other passengers. Things escalated further when airline management and then police showed up. Eventually, however, Dan was released when it was confirmed that he had not filmed any crew members or passengers during the flight. Upon release, he was warned that Kuwait Airways would be suing him if he posted his video. This is, of course, our attempt at a brief summary, and we encourage you to watch the full video after this to get all of the details. Dan tells his audience that there is nothing in the ticket's conditions of carriage nor Kuwaiti law that prohibit filming of the aircraft interior. Indeed, it would be a strange policy that would prevent even regular passengers from sharing their experiences with their friends and family. But that's where things stand. At the time we're making this video, Dan's Kuwait Airways videos have only been up for a few days, and he has not received any kind of official response from the airline as far as we know. We also reached out to Kuwait Airways to get a statement, but have not heard back. We're guessing very few carriers would outright ban filming on board if it was just the aircraft's cabin and seating. On the contrary, most airlines invite passengers to do this as a way to promote the carrier's services and product, and so the actions of this Kuwait Airways purser do seem quite suspicious. But what are your thoughts on this story? Is there any sensible explanation for the purser's actions? Let us know your opinions by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.